My name is Zach Schaefer, and this is the basics to programming a game. So today we're going to look at an overview of BASIC and some common terms. We're going to play Mastermind, look at Mastermind. We're going to look at the source code that my dad and I worked on for the game Mastermind on here. Then we're going to play it, and then we're going to have time at the end for questions. So this is a brief history of BASIC. BASIC is a computer language developed in 1964 by J. Kemeny and T. Kurtz. It was made to be a language that was easy to read by everybody. In the 1970s, Paul Allen and Bill Gates developed a new BASIC for their computers. A lot of other people showed interest in the new BASIC, so Mr. Allen and Mr. Gates put BASIC on a lot of other computers. Mr. Allen and Mr. Gates are still famous today. Does anyone know why they're famous?
They created the Mac. No, Bill Gates created Microsoft.
Well, both of them made Microsoft, but Bill Gates got the idea of it. But yeah, that's correct. What? Next, we're going to look at some common terms. Language is an artifactual language designed to communicate instructions to a machine, usually a computer. BASIC stands for All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code. It's an entry-level programming language. A source code is a programming instructions that humans can easily read, and compiler, it converts source code into instructions that the computer can easily read. Now we're going to look at RAND. RAND means random. It randomly generates numbers within certain constraints, for example, a number 1 and 10. RAND is used in the Mastermind code that we're going to show, so I'm going to show you later. Constants and variables. Constants are values that cannot be changed. Examples of constants are 9, 3.14159, and 299,792,458. Variables are names that represent values. Variables can be changed. Examples of variables are Zach, age, pi, and speed of light. These might be good variable names for the constants on the left. Operators. Operators are used with conditionals and loops to test values of variables. So that sign, this sign means greater than, sign means greater than or equal to, sign means less than, sign means less than or equal to, this one means equal to, this one means not equal to. Next we're going to talk about conditionals. If, then, and else are conditionals. If the condition is true, then something will happen. Example, if you want to test if someone is under 18, then you would use conditionals. First, you would tell the computer to ask how old you are, and you answer the question. If you are under 18, it might say, sorry, you cannot vote. Loops. Next, we're going to talk about loops. A loop is a block of code that is repeated over and over until a certain point is met. There are 3 types of loops: for, next, while, when, and repeat until. In Mastermind, a loop stops when the game loses or wins the game. So an example of a loop, so for right now the variable x equals 1. It's going to come down to the loop. It says loop again until x equals 10. It says do whatever. Since it says do whatever, that means it's going to do whatever you tell it to do. Now it said x plus equals x plus 1. That's taking the variable x and it's adding on 2 to 2, and it's return to top or exit. It goes to the top, and it doesn't equal 10 yet, so it's going to keep doing that until it equals 10. And then once the loop exits, x equals 10, and do whatever has happened 10 times. Now we're going to look at the board game Mastermind. Mastermind is a board game for 2 players. The code maker chooses a pattern out of with 4 colors out of a possible 6 colors. The code breaker tries and guesses the pattern. The code maker provides feedback, which is the red pegs are right colors and right spot, and the white peg is the right color but in the wrong spot. Now we're going to look at the source code walkthrough. There are a couple. This is just a couple portions of it. So code position 1 equals rand 1 and 6 goes that through 4. That means it's choosing, the computer is choosing the code for the game. Then it says rand, just like we talked about earlier. It's choosing a number 1 through 6. That's what it's right next to. And then it says next it says round equals 1. That is the beginning of a loop. It's on the end of the loop is on another slide, but so that is a variable and a loop, and it's beginning of a loop. And then it says while numRed is less than 4 and the round is less than 11, then the game is going to keep going until it's going to keep going unless one of these things are met. Then it says numRed equals 0 and numWhite equals 0. At the beginning of each round, you get 0 red pegs and 0 white pegs. So, say you have 3 red pegs, 1 round. If you don't set these back to 0, you might get 7 red pegs, and the game might not be over. And then, where it says print, it will print whatever is in the quotation marks next to it. But since there's nothing in the quotation marks, it's going to print a blank line. Then it says print round, so it's going to print the word round plus round. It's going to add what number round it is. Then it says guess 1 input, enter your guess for position 1. I couldn't fit it through 4 because this is just a small portion of it. This is where you enter your guess for the game. This top part, that is assigning red pegs, and this bottom part is assigning the white pegs. So if guess 1 equals code position 1, then numRed equals, well, what just happened? Okay, sorry. So numRed equals numRed plus 1. That is matching up the red peg for your guess and the red peg for position 1 in the code. And if you get that, and if those match, then both of those pegs are used. And then it basically does the same thing with the white pegs also. Next, now it says if numRed equals 1, then it's going to print. So if you have 1 red peg, it's going to do print numRed, that's 1 red peg, and then it says red peg because it's only 1 red peg. Else print numRed plus red pegs. So it's going to print the number of what you have other than 1. So it's going to be either 0, 2, 3, or 4. And then it's going to say red pegs. Does the same thing with the white pegs also. Now this is the end of it. In the end of the game, round equals round plus 1. So it's storing what round it is in there. And then where it says when, like we talked about in the first slide of this, round was the beginning of the loop. When is the end of the loop. So next it says if numRed equals 4, then print you win. Otherwise, it's gonna print you lose because it will be the 10th round. And then it says print code position 1 through 4. It's gonna print the code that the computer chose. Next we're going to do play Mastermind. Okay. But this takes a couple seconds. Okay, see, I couldn't fit the entire code on because that would be pages and pages long. So we couldn't fit it all on. So now this is the game. It's choosing the code right now. Okay, so what should we do for our position 1?
What colors are there?
Well, it's numbers, right? Since it's simpler, it goes through 1 through 6.
Okay,
What?
4.
Okay, so we got 6, 4,
5, 3,
5.
Oh, we got 2 red pegs. So we got 2 of the right colors in the right spots. So what should our next position? And back.
6.
Now I got 1 red peg and 1 white peg. Yeah, it's probably 6 for.
6.
Okay.
6.
Go.
5. 3.
Okay, we got 1 red peg and 1 white peg. So it's probably the 2 numbers is probably 6 and maybe like 1 or 3 probably. So next one.
5. 2. 3. 6.
Okay, we got 2 white pegs now.
5.
2. 3.
And I got 2 red pegs again. So it probably is it's probably 6 and 6. I think. My,
3 are the bottom one should be 3. 6 and 3 are probably in the right spot.
okay. So
6. No, 6 and 2.
Josh, you didn't raise your hand.
6.
Okay, it's better. Yeah. 1 red peg. What round? 7. Okay.
Maybe 5 was in the right
Which means
spot.
only one of those is correct, right?
Maybe 5 was in the right spot. No, 6 is fine.
We know 6 is one of them because we put 6 in every time, and we got a red peg for it.
How about back here?
Huh?
What'd you say? Oh, 6.
I call him.
I like 6. 5. 4. 2.
2 red pegs. So if it gets to 10 rounds, then we all lose.
5, I think. 6 and 5. If you get to round 10, we lose. 5. 1.
1.
3.
Nice, 3 red
6, 5,
pegs.
and 1. 6, 5, and 1. Is this the last one? 6. 5. 1.
We haven't done 4. Like we only did 4 once. So
4.
You did 4 in round 7.
what?
You did 4 in round 7. There's
So-
4.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not it.
1.
No, what if it was in...
Oh, in 4 rounds, I could have possibly been the right.
Could it possibly done a double?
Nice. Okay, that we won now. Okay. What? Okay, so now we're done with the conclusion and questions. So today we looked at BASIC is a great way to get started with programming, and the first step to understanding those things is constants, variables, loops, conditionals, and operators. Any questions?
How would you be able to even start putting in code to try to make a game? What program would you use for that?
Well, I downloaded this because last conference I was here last year, I won a prize, and it was it was a disc. There was a disc in there, and I downloaded it. Here, I'll just show you real quick. It's Blitz Plus. See you write stuff in here. So. Okay. Any more questions?
I'm pretty sure what he was asking is like what program you would use to start writing code for stuff.
Yeah, that was it. Blitz Plus Max. I got. Well, there's like
Other things too, right? Like Python.
yeah, stuff like that. Any more? Any more questions? Okay. Thank you.